welcome to my channel. My name is Scelo and this is Let's Talk About Debt with Scelo. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today, I just want to tell you guys a little bit of a story time about my previous life. So I want to tell you guys a little bit of a story time about how I got into debt and what mess I found myself in and how I managed to get out of debt. I hope you find something that's going to be of great benefit for you here, or maybe actually even relate to the story that I'm going to tell and see exactly if you've ever been in a situation like that. And if also now you have been in a situation like that, then maybe you also can share a strategy that you also used for our family to see, so that you can be able to enrich each other and help each other to actually pay off our debt and start building to a perfect and a great life. So back in 2010, I was doing my matric here, staying in Ladysmith, and then the following year, which was 2011, I then went to study at DUT, Durban University of Technology in KZN in Durban. So I was studying there in Durban, and I was staying at a commune. Like there's a commune that is just across the DUT school. So it was a private facility for students where we were staying. It was great, life was amazing. I had just finished school. Now I'm independent now. I understand. Now I can come back home anytime I want to come back. And life is great. And again, most of the time, especially with university, it's time for experiment, like say experimental. That's where you go and you really start doing things and trying to learn about yourself and do things that you've been interested in doing. So that's exactly what happened. So I went to Durban and I was studying there. In the year, I remember I was at we were at school this particular day, and we're walking around the campus at Ritson campus. I'm sure people who went to duty they would know Ritson campus. So we were just walking around with my friends over lunch at campus, and then we saw this group of people. They just have got their tents there, they're doing their activation here on campus. So I was like, what's happening there? Looking at my friends, like, I got to my son so bored, what's happening there? So but guys, so when you get there, then there's this guy. Yo, come with that guy, guys. Yo! The guy was so hot. Like, he was so hot. And like, I was actually even telling my friends, guys, I don't even care what he is doing or whatever. Give it a go, cool man, so that I can just go and flirt with him. I fine. We went there and like we're just talking. And then like I'm like wondering what you guys doing here? What's happening here? They've got like lanyards on the table, they've got juice bottles, they've got USBs. And by the way, this was a bank. So they were at campus. So now this guy is like, so if you open an account with us, you are going to get a 50 rand for opening an account. So the account that you're gonna open will have 50 rand in, so that you can be able to just buy whatever you want, and we thank you for joining our bank. And because Gaminagashama was very smitten by this guy, like he's so hot, I couldn't even hear what he's saying. I'm like, so what do I sign? There I was signing for the savings account, student don't account. And then I'm like, okay, fine, so why am I not getting this juice bottle? Why am I not getting this lanyard and this USB? And this guy's like, no, you only get these if you open a credit card. I was like, credit card? Why did you tell me about that? And then he sells the credit card and is like, so you can get a credit card for 1,500 rand, the credit limit. And if you get this credit card, you're going to be able to then get these things. So because I was listening by this guy, I don't even hear or know what he was saying. And I also wanted this lanyard, this USB that was here on the table. I signed up for a credit card. By the way, I am 18 in a university. and I am applying for a credit card. Guys, seriously. Anyway, I digress. It means I must sign up for the thing anyway. So fine. I remember on the forms, the way university kids are so zisile lezi zinto. Zisile. When the kids that are university, so what happened was and then I was with my friends. So with my friends we were like, because in the form, I think there was a space where you had to give in like your parents' number so that they can check and verify and you are the parent of this person and you do give him money at the specific time that he's written here. And I knew very well that my parents were not going to allow that. So I was like, if they call my parents are going to tell them, which you don't even put that application through. So I told my friend, which you going to be my mother. So I put it at my friend's number. I was like, and I remember that the other friend also put my number saying, guys, this is anyway, I get this card and I remember very well the first time I wanted to go and use it. I was so excited and I was so happy. And moreover, I was excited, the only thing that I was really excited about was I'm going to use my card. And when they asked me to pay at the till point and I'll take my credit card, like, credit cards. Some baby boy, I was out there using the credit card, and I remember I think my installment a month was like 100 rand or something, if I remember correctly. I swear to you guys, I think I only paid for the credit card I think 2 times. After that, I never paid for the credit card again, and I actually even lost the card. So I was not even bothered to go and make a new one, and I didn't even care what I was going to do to my credit record. Okay, fine. Fast forward, I am now in 2013, if I'm not mistaken. I had finished the PUT by then and I was studying with IMM. So when I was at IMM, I had a lot of time available for me, because most of the time we didn't really go to attend classes. Most of the things we should do was through a distance learning program, and IMM was a very expensive school. So for my parents to be able to pay for my fees and still pay for my accommodation and grocery money and my pocket money, and then also have to go and pay for those extended outside classes was going to be a little bit too much, because already IMM was a bit too expensive for us. So anyway, but I appreciate my parents for having done that for me. Shut you guys. So anyway, so now I had a lot of time, mind you, and in me having this time, I then decided to, which, I get so bored because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is studying at home. So I am bored. So let me just go and look for a job in retail or find something to do. And I remember I got a job at Supega in Durban in Pavilion. They just opened a new store in Durban. So then I started working there, selling at Supega, and it was great, it was a great first experience, because also I had not told my parents that I actually now have going to look for a part-time job, I'd say. I haven't told my parents that I'm going to be getting this job, and now I've got this job, and I think I was getting paid, how much? Was it 2. Yeah, I was getting paid about 2.5, and 2.5 to 3,000. Yeah, 3,000, yes. I was earning 3,000 rand, and my parents were still paying for my rent, and they were still paying for my pocket money and my grocery money. So fine. And then as time progresses, and now look, I'm working, so life is great and everything is amazing. And I was like, I need to go get a cell phone. I went to get a contract, and it was great. So I cell phone contract, and actually even added insurance on the phone. So it was great. Within a space of a month, I lost the phone. And after I because so I lost that phone, and after I'd lost that phone, it was very easy for me to just go straight in for insurance, and insurance paid out, and I got a new phone. And the mistake that I then did is that for the second phone that I got, I didn't put insurance for it. So I got that phone within a space of 3 months, I lost it. Now, mind you, I don't have insurance. I've got this date with MTN that I need to pay. And I'm like, how am I going to pay for a phone that I don't have? And crazy, I can't do that. I'm gonna do that. And Jesus. So I guys, I remember for the sake of the story, I'm gonna call this person Bongani. So then I had Bongani. Bongani gives me a call this other day and he was like, hey, listen up, I need your help. I need a phone. Can you help me out by applying for a contract phone for me and me? Now I'll make the payments every month. So then we went to Telkom and I remember they had those there was a special that they had where you would get like 2 phones on one contract and stuff. So then I signed up for the contract and he got his phone, I got my phone. Let me tell you something. Bongani never paid me even a cent. And if not even a cent. So stop taking contracts and accounts and debts for other people because you don't have a contractual obligation with them. The bank is going to call you. Do not ever do that. I digress. So after I've done that, and Mohani now has just went MIA on me and is not paying for this phone. And now I'm struggling right now and I can't even afford to pay for my portion of the phone. So by default, the phones both got blacklisted. Now, mind you, now I have got 3 cell phone contracts that are not working and that I'm still paying for. And within a space of few months, I then lost my phone that I had. Now meaning that I don't even have even a phone, but I'm paying for 4 cell phone contracts. Then later on, I got introduced by one of my colleagues to walnut.com. Guys, I'm gonna have site here. Like I cringe every time when I see something that's written walnut.com. Like I literally cringe because what used to then happen was the fact that when I get paid on the 25th, and if like I get paid on a Friday, on a Monday I would not even have a single cent. And I swear to you guys, I swear to you, I would not have money. Maybe even the money that I probably would have at the time is just money that's going to just last me for that week for transport. So then a colleague of mine then introduced me to walnut.com and the fact that you can apply for a loan on the internet and very quick, and you apply, next thing money is in your account. So I then ended up finding myself living through that cycle. I then started living through that cycle because I would pay and I would need that money back. So every time I paid, they would take the money and I would need to go and take it back. They would do that. You know, it became such a routine, something that I already had always knew, which is this is how it happens. And then I remember at that time as well, right in the thick of those things that are happening, and then a credit facility from Capitec. I had a credit facility where they give you money, you take that money and use it, you pay back from what you use and the interest. I think it works to keep it the same as an overdraft. So then I ended up also having that. So sharp. Now I'm really feeling the pain and I am feeling a lot of pressure. So I remember, and mind you, by that time I'm still staying at this commune, the student commune. So okay, sharp. Now that I'm working, you know, and I also had a friend that we were staying with at the commune. We were like, yes, guys, like, we can't be staying with students, man. We are working because we both now were working in retail. I'm like, hey, man, tell me, we can't be staying with, like, no, we can't stay with students, like, since the about team now. We're not students, like, we are semi-students. That's what we used to call ourselves, guys, semi-students. Gooby. Okay, sharp. Life goes on and then like we found a flat to stay that we're going to move into. And mind you, now we are living a student accommodation that is very, very affordable. That is also very, like, you know, student accommodation. It's furniture, it's got a bed, it's got a study table, a chair, a wardrobe. Then you probably would share a bathroom and a kitchen. So when that happened, now we're like, we want to go and get our own space and everything. So we went and found a flat to stay, a very expensive flat. I think the rent was like 6,000 Rand. And I don't know, how, I don't even remember how we actually motivated each other and encouraged each other to believe what we can afford to pay for that money. And like, really. But okay, anyway, we ended up getting the flat. And I remember the first 2 nights when we had moved into this place, we were sleeping on the floor. Me and my friends were sleeping on the floor. We literally had blankets because we didn't have anything. The only thing we moved into there were our bags and like 3 spoons and 2 plates. Like that's who we moved in. And we were so much under the pressure of like we want to move out, we want to stay in a flat, where there's a flat, like nje kube mnandi. And we were looking for all those amazing things. So sharp, and we were sleeping on the floor for the first 2 days when we were in this place. And I remember then we decided to go and get furniture. We then went to I don't think they have the store now anymore. We went to this other furniture store, I think quite Bez. Yes, I think it was at Bez. We went to this furniture store and then we decided to go to Mina. I'm going to take the bed and the TV. My friend is going to take a bed for her bedroom and a fridge. So then we both took those beds. We got that. And I remember very well at the time that furniture shop was being financed through a bank that I'm not even going to mention. Because that bank, but they actually did get a bit into the water in the 2014 for giving people reckless credit, because that's what really happened to us. We really didn't even afford to be able to get the furniture, guys. I swear to you. I remember my outstanding balance that I had after I had bought a bloody stupid bed and a TV. It all came up to, I think I was owing that bank 27,000. I'm not lying to you guys. I am not lying. 27,000 on a debt, on an income. I have a 24,000 rand debt. I've got Wonga following me around. I've got Capitec here on my case. I've got this company, NetBank, with the credit cards. They here. I want their money. Guys, it was a mess. And then guess what I did? Oh, mind you, I've got the cell phone contracts also. The MTN and Telkom are here as well. And guess what did I do? I changed my numbers. I was like, hey, Blackabout. Then they were not calling me anymore. And then the most stupid thing that I ever did was the fact that my letters used to go home. So they would send the letters at home. I remember, guys, there's this letter that I once received from it was red, guys. It was red. And now that I know what that letter means, that the meaning it's a section 129, so that means that you need to, if you've been defaulting on your account, they'll send you that letter to instruct you to make payments. And if you're not going to make payments within the 14 days, they're going to take legal actions against you. Or if you can't be able to make the payment, then you will